Hi, everyone. It is Monday. Glad to have you as always. Monday, a rainy 24th day of February. Your forecast has more rain in store. We'll talk about temperatures hitting the 60-degree mark before falling back, and then some snow possibly falling afterwards. Before I head to Martin County, which is where I'm off to in just a few moments, for tonight's, of course, tip-off for the 57th District Tournament. The girls from McGoffin and Martin County tipping off at 7:30. I'll catch, I'm sure, at least the latter half of the game and have highlights and a report on tomorrow night's program. But before I head in that direction, a couple of reports this evening. An arrest coming out of Johnson County involving two men and two aggressive dogs. One of the men fleeing on foot, the other arrested. One of the dogs being put down by officers as it aggressively approached them, the other being apprehended by its owner before he was, or at the time he was arrested. And a major musical announcement today from our own Rebecca Lynn Howard, a foundation and a dream of hers, all becoming a reality with a scholarship program and much, much, much more, as she announced to the McGoffin County High School earlier today. We'll get to all of that and an updated calendar and, of course, the forecast, which has, like I said again, some rain and some snow and some sun. Very little snow and not too much rain either. Next. I'll be right back. Creekside Stitching and Feed is the place to go for all of your custom embroidery needs. Shirts, caps, jackets, and more. And they've got the best prices on value-pack dog food, blue ribbon beef mix, kickin' chicken, and shell and cracked corn. And premium quality gates, hay rings, and bunk feeders, plus metal carports and garages as low as $1,400 installed. For all of your embroidery, feed, and farm supplies, Creekside Stitching and Feed. 1 mile up Bear Branch off of Route 30. It's the largest inventory in history of Parkway Gun and Pawn, and that means the biggest discounts ever. They are now price matching and often beating any internet deals out there on Ruger, SIG, Smith & Wesson, Taurus, and other handguns, AR-15s, lever, and bolt-action rifles by Diamondback, Rossi, Winchester, and more. And right now, get new handguns and rifles in stock as low as $139 at Parkway Gun and Pawn in Salyersville, 349 Pawn.
Are you tired of the same old cell phone? Want a brand new phone but really don't want to pay hundreds of dollars up front for it? Then Appalachian Wireless has the deal for you. Get the phone you actually want instead of settling for a cheaper phone with the Appalachian Advantage plan. Instead of paying $400 or more for the best phone, simply pay the taxes up front and a few bucks more on your monthly bill. Stop by your local Appalachian Wireless store or dealer today for more information. It's the better, simpler way to pay, and it's called the Appalachian Advantage. Better service, bigger savings. That's today's Appalachian Wireless.
At Salyersville National Bank, they know your house is much more than your home. It's an investment, and for many of us, the biggest we'll ever make. And whether it's for needed repairs and maintenance, or a new addition or renovation to give you some more room and more equity, let Salyersville National Bank deal with all the financial work and worry. Real and real competitive, hometown, homegrown, home improvement loans at Salyersville National.
I'm Bill Tinker. I've spent the past 19 years defending insurance companies in car crashes, truck crashes, and slip and falls. Are you involved in a case like that? Is the insurance company giving you the runaround about your medical bills, your benefits, or your lost wages? Contact me at McFarland Tinker Law Office. With our combined experience of over 58 years, we're here ready to work for you.
Let's jump right into headlines this evening before I'm out the door to Martin County. The arrest of a Johnson County man resulted after a traffic stop was initiated late last night. Inside that truck, two men, both of which fled police, one which was apprehended, and also two aggressive dogs said to be pit bulls, which both charged at police, one which was put down, the other which was fired on before it was taken back into custody by its owner and police. Trooper Ryan Hale with the Kentucky State Police out of Post 9 was patrolling in Thialca last night when he encountered a pickup truck with a broken tail light and tried to make a traffic stop. Trooper Hale says that when he got close to the truck, it suddenly pulled onto Whippoorwill Road, blocking the road, and then suddenly pulled back onto 581 before he could make a traffic stop. When he approached the truck, he says there were 2 pit bulls that were leashed inside the bed and 2 men inside the truck. The driver, originally claiming to be a Clarence Stone, later identified as Clarence Sloan, and a passenger who said he was George Whitaker, with Whitaker appearing to be under the influence to the officer. The trooper says that when he asked Sloan to get out of the truck and then walked him back to the cruiser to get his information, the passenger, Whitaker, opened the door and took off on foot, making it about 20 yards before he fell, with the trooper right behind him, taking him into arrest. But while cuffing Whitaker, he looked up and says that he saw Sloan take off running back towards his pickup, jump in the truck, and then take off down 581. Hale continued to arrest Whitaker and then waited for backup to arrive, and when it did, they started searching for the truck and found it in the Thialca Park, but there were no dogs and no driver inside. However, they saw 2 pit bulls standing beside a dumpster in the park. And that's when they yelled, "Show me your hands." And that's when the 2 dogs started to growl and then started to run at the officer, at which point he discharged his gun twice, hitting the closest one when it was about 8 yards away. And that's when the second pit bull just turned and ran. But at the same time, when Sloan heard the shots being fired, he jumped up out of the dumpster saying, "Those aren't my dogs, those aren't my dogs." And as Trooper Hale was getting Sloan out of the dumpster and arresting him, the other trooper started yelling to look out. And that's when Hale turned around to see that pit bull coming back at him in an aggressive manner, with both officers firing numerous shots at the dog until it ran off again. The second dog was finally caught and put back on its leash, and Sloan was arrested and taken to the Big Sandy jail. Real quickly, before we get to our top headline this evening, and it is a good one, here's tonight's McGoffin Farm Bureau community calendar, an announcement from your local Farm Bureau agent as well to be included, but beginning with a special birthday. First up, and most importantly, a birthday wish tonight to Minnie. That's Minnie Rose Howard, our neighbor in Dixie here in Sayersville. Happy birthday to you. It says, love your son Terry and everyone who loves you lots. Happy 86th birthday today to Minnie Rose Howard. Again, happy birthday to you. Just a couple of announcements on our calendar tonight. One a reminder, one a new announcement. The reminder is that the Middle Fork Fire Department is having their first annual Rook Tournament Saturday, March the 7th. You've got until the day before to register your team. They're going to have a meal with a drink for just $5. The tournament starts at 6. You can come and play, be a spectator, eat, any or all of the above. And our nightly community calendar is brought to you, as you know, by McGoffin Farm Bureau, which moved into its new location today at the junction of Route 7 and Hornet Drive, where you turn into the Harold Whitaker Middle School and the Sayersville Grade School. That's right, Farm Bureau now at its new location on Route 7 here in Sayersville. And if you've got an announcement you need heard on our calendar, tell me, and I'll tell everyone else about it. Turning to funeral services nightly provided by the McGoffin County Funeral Home, services were held in Sayersville earlier today for 79-year-old Ethel Mae Arnett Bailey of Gardner Trail, who passed away Friday. She survived by her husband James and sons Jimmy and James Dwayne and Joseph David Bailey, daughters Sheila Jo Minix and Tammy Arnett. Once again, services held earlier today for Ethel Bailey, 79, of Gardner Trail. With decades of experience and happy customers all over Kentucky, All Pro Gutter Works and Construction is now proud to offer long-term and 0% financing on their home improvements and home construction. That's new windows and floors, new bathrooms and kitchens, new roofs, siding, decks and porches, new turnkey homes and offices, and of course, continuous guttering in 21 colors. Locally, family-owned and operated, and waiting on your next project and phone call. All Pro Gutter Works.
At work, we do a lot of live shows with crowds. I used to sit up there and not really know who was looking at me. I was finally tired of contacts and glasses, tired of paying for contacts, and I just decided I need to get these eyes fixed. Able Eyes was great. If someone asked me if they should get LASIK, I would absolutely recommend it. At first, like many people, I'm hesitant, but after going to Able Eyes and they walk me through it, I know that it's a quick and painless process, and I recommend going to Able Eyes. They were the best. Right now, you can take advantage of their lowest prices of the year at $1,800 per eye.
Don't drive or let your family drive in this or this before doing this. Stopping at Conley Tire in Staffordsville for brakes, oil, alignment, and of course, tires. Thousands of tires in stock every day to fit anything with 6 months no interest financing and over 33 years of quality service with a smile. Conley Tire in Staffordsville. McGoffin County Heating, Cooling, and Refrigeration with professional, licensed, and certified commercial and residential service technicians that can maintain and repair all manufacturers with new and old installation and financing available. Serving McGoffin, Morgan, Lawrence, Martin, Johnson, Floyd, and Breathitt counties. McGoffin County Heating, Cooling, and Refrigeration, 349-1058 or 225-6779. Need an oil change? Are your brakes shot? Are you ready to turn the wick up on your diesel or lift up and accessorize your 4x4? Or get that dent fixed once and for all? Then call the professionals at Black Smoke Performance for all of your maintenance needs and auto body repair, from insurance collisions to full restoration projects. Black Smoke Performance on May Drive in Dixie of Sagersville, 349-8785. It can be one of the hardest parts of being a parent. You can beg them, bribe them, hold them down and try to force them, and sometimes you still can't get them to take their medicine. Well, problem solved at Parkway Pharmacy with Flavor X. Let your kids customize their medicine with some of the best flavors that really do taste great, and it's totally free with your child's prescription at Parkway Pharmacy. So stop the suffering, theirs and yours, for free, and get your Flavor X flavored medicines at Parkway Pharmacy in Sagersville. Tomahawk Feed and Farm Supply, the region's largest inventory and lowest prices on feed for pets and livestock. And now they have Bernie, gear so warm you'll think it's summer, shirts and outerwear, overalls and more, for gentlemen and ladies. And Tomahawk always has the best prices on pickup and delivery of gravel and rock that's dense grade all the way up to big class 3 and drain pipe 4 inches all the way up to 72 inches. Tomahawk Feed and Farm Supply in Sagersville at Red Light number 4. Now for a major musical announcement of a different sort here in McGoffin County about a new music education program and opportunity and scholarship with a whole lot more in the works by our own Rebecca Lynn Howard, who says that she has had this dream for a long time now. She says it's one that she has spent just a little time thinking about and planning, as it is now her foundation and vision that will start with a scholarship program for McGoffin County students. And this morning she announced it all to the McGoffin County High School.
I've been wanting to do this for about 23 years now. So, you know, just a handful of years. More years than these high schoolers have actually been alive. Oh my gosh. But I am so excited to be here and for this finally to be, you know, coming like true to life. It's like another dream come true. This whole vision started with starting a scholarship program for the musically talented kids here in McGoffin County. We are going to start this obviously in the high school program and kind of work this toward senior graduation. The recipient will get their music education paid for at the Mountain Arts Center. They'll get kind of continued education in whatever their ability is, whether they're a vocalist or a guitar player or they play mandolin or whatever. They will be instructed through that whole school year until they graduate as a senior. So if a freshman wins it, they get it for 4 years. The junior wins it, they get it till they graduate. Senior till they graduate. So on and so forth. And they'll also get a $500 award at graduation as well from the foundation that they can apply to school books, tuition, living expenses, whatever.
And in addition to that student who is selected getting their musical education at the Mountain Arts Center paid for the rest of their high school career, which also includes transportation to and from the MAC, there is another big reason for students to be excited, she believes, and that's the chance to appear and perform on the same stage that helped lead her to her career.
I want kids to stay in this program. I believe in it so much. But if they stay in the program, my good friend Joe Campbell at the Mountain Arts Center has agreed to let them come as a guest performer and sit in with the Kentucky Opry, which is an amazing opportunity. So they'll get to showcase their talent. All of that hard work is for something. So they go, they practice, they put the work in, they put the hours in, and bam, there they end up on the Mountain Arts Center stage with the Kentucky Opry. I think that's fantastic.
And exciting news like this, as you can well imagine, certainly excites McGoffin County's musical/band director, Mr. Austin Pent, who says that McGoffin County has a wealth of talent, in addition to those who are active members of the band, like the dozens of others who are participating in their newly formed music club.
When she first said something about it, I was super excited because, one, this is something that's going to motivate a lot of our students in here, whether they're going to achieve the scholarship or not. They now have something to work towards. So even throughout the process of getting better and working hard to get to try out for the scholarship, it's going to make all of them better musicians. And we started a music club this year that allows any students, whether they play guitar, whether they sing, play ukulele, whatever, to join. And we, on an average club day, we were probably averaging about 30 per session, which is about 60 kids. It's a good portion of our population, and most of those kids aren't in band. There's a lot of band kids trying other things other than music besides that class. So we've got plenty that I'm sure will take advantage of it. If you check out our Facebook page, you'll see a lot of videos of individual kids singing that aren't in band. So there's definitely a lot of talent here that's not being taken advantage of.
And the scholarship opportunity that Rebecca Lynn has announced is not the only big opportunity coming the way of McGoffin County students. She's already put together a committee. They've been formed for quite some time. They've been meeting and planning for months, and they've already got their sights as well set on a summer camp coming up for McGoffin County students in 4th through 8th grades that will focus maybe for a couple of weeks on cultural arts, dance, drama, creative writing, and more. With Rebecca Lynn also promising some other big, exciting announcements from her foundation to come soon.
So they'll get to experience a very well-rounded part of culture, and it just enriches kids' lives. It's already proven that the more culturally grounded they are, the better they do in all of the other classes. It expands your mind. Art expands your mind. It makes things fire that weren't firing before. So you do better at math, you do better at writing, you do better at science. And it just gives kids some self-worth. Their self-confidence goes up. Their dreams, they can dream about things that maybe they couldn't dream about before. So I'm really excited for this new chapter. It seems like everybody in the community is rallying together, and I am so excited for the kids here and the opportunity that all of this is going to provide. I can't wait to see where it all takes us.
Well, let me ask you a question. Are you guys excited about this opportunity? Does this sound like something that sounds fun and cool to you guys? Well, you know, it's not going to stop here. This is just the beginning.
Now, parents and students, just to let you know, applications will be available very soon. As far as the times and exact dates of the program, those are just a few of the details that Rebecca Lynn and the committee are still finalizing, but as soon as they do, and just in the coming days, those applications will be available, not just at the McGoffin County High School, but also at the Harold Whitaker Middle School, because they are also including incoming freshmen, which of course are our 8th graders at this time. And like we very well alluded to, maybe, but perhaps still not enough, there's going to be a lot of other big things come out of this that will involve a lot of other students, a lot of other ages, and a lot of other McGoffin counties for a lot of other arts and entertainment and cultural experiences and opportunities. It's going to be exciting, and she's going to keep us in the loop, of course, at every corner. With that said, here is your Licking Valley RECC outlook, which looks wet outside for now. Lingering showers tonight, not adding up to a whole lot of precipitation. Maybe a little snow on the back end, some sun thereafter before the next round arrives. Not necessarily heavy, but consistent, as we are not the only ones who will see showers tonight and into your early morning hours tomorrow, with a bit of a break before the next smaller round midweek. Yeah, rain tonight. The biggest rainmaker of the forecast, a quarter to maybe a half inch of total rainfall tonight. We'll also see nothing more than a light southeasterly wind, and we'll see lows tonight right around 46 degrees. The rain continues early tomorrow. Temperatures continue to climb from the morning hours through the afternoon. We'll hit about 60 degrees for your Tuesday. Rain more likely early tomorrow than late. We'll see, I think, dry, mostly cloudy skies by tomorrow evening and tomorrow night, with tomorrow night's low right around 43. Winds also out of the southwest tomorrow, anywhere from 3 to 15 miles per hour. And then rain will crank back up on your Wednesday. Rain likely early morning, latter afternoon. Daytime highs only hitting about 47. While we might see up to a half inch of rain tonight, very little tomorrow. Wednesday also not a big rain maker, probably less than a tenth of an inch of rain midweek. But 47 and 27 for your high and low, and a bit breezy still. Winds out of the west anywhere from 5 to 24 miles per hour. And as we hit 27 degrees Wednesday night, any rain left? Well, we might see a little bit of snow change over, and all of that will gradually end by about 10 o'clock or so. Thursday will be left dry, not so high, but definitely dry, mostly sunny, 37 degrees. A 10% chance of some snow very, very, very late Thursday night and into your Friday morning up until about 10. Like a 30% chance, no accumulation, light at best, and I really don't think we'll see that. But 37 for your high Friday, 20 for your low. And then for the weekend, mostly sunny and 37 Saturday, 23 that night. Sunny and 43 on your Sunday, 22 for the low that night. And then starting off next week, Monday, probably mid-40s, more sunshine, and mid-20s for nighttime lows. And that's it for Monday's show. Not necessarily for myself. It's off to Martin County and the high school there. Highlights from tonight's girls' matchups in the 57th District Tournament and much more when I see you back here tomorrow night. Thank you for watching.